sounds super interesting. Like, tell me more about when you said AI is not about in talent is not about replacing people. It's about replacing guesswork. Tell me more about that, like how this works or how a human and AI can work together. See, the market is moving in 2026. People are like bit scared. And everybody thinks that AI will replace them. So how this synergy, like how it will move hand to hand?
It's more of a thought question than a narrative, but I'll try and throw some light through what we do in terms of this, right? Today, if you look at a typical traditional system that exists, let's look at it right from the hiring piece. To create a job description, there are some organizations for a normal job description, they take about weeks. The manual effort. It's a very niche role. They'll move slightly longer. It takes close to about a month just to get a job description done. And once that job description is done and becomes a job role, you get into the hiring framework, you've already lost 1 month over there. Understand there is also the deployment factor that is there. You need to fill that role really quick, right? That pressure is always mounting. And you come to the part that once a person is hired, what do you do with that person? People really don't know. What they generally do is put them into an onboarding program, which is a general trend, and they go. Once a person is tenured in the organization for about a year or so, going to look at what is my career looking for? How do I enhance my career? What is my career path? And human bias comes in over there. I know you, I will push you. And I will say, do this, then you will move. If people don't have exposure to that, if people don't know the right people in large organizations, they are lost in the system. There is no clearly defined career path for them. There is no clearly defined, I would say, roadmap for them as well, right? So that's what AI can fill that gap over there. After that, you want to create an individual development plan for them. How do you do that? There's no expertise to create assessments as quickly as required, right? To promote people, to move them up the cycle. So AI can again play a very critical role. And we just spoke about that, right? So AI can create your assessments, which are structured, which are more bias reduced assessments as such, and you can scale them. So that is where DPs can come into play. Then you also have the aspect of succession planning, which is very, very critical to organizations. In succession planning, again, you have the complexity where roles can become critical. The talent to fill that role or the person to fill the next in succession may not be ready. Then you push in somebody at a nascent stage into a role. He's not ready to manage that kind of succession that has come upon him. And that's where the challenges start. So, generally speaking, these are the areas that we really need to look at. This is where AI is playing a very, very critical role in that sense.